Welcome friends to this new video of Sapphire Talks English. In this video we shall discuss the trends regarding hiring in the IT and ITES sectors. In my earlier videos I've discussed a lot about the ongoing Iran-US war and what impact the war is having on India's economy and global economies. But in this video we shall shift our focus a bit and focus upon whether the IT sector in India is doing well as far as hiring is concerned and what is the present situation in April 2026 regarding IT hirings. Now friends, all of us are aware that most of our youngsters, that is people who graduate in India, would like to work in the IT sector. So even if they are not engineers, let's say they are accountants or let's say arts graduates, or graduated from any stream which is non-technical stream, but even such youngsters would still like to work in an IT company. In fact, I would also say that the fame of Indian IT sector is not restricted only to India. On, let's say, the streets of New York or London, if people see an Indian walking, most of them would guess that maybe this guy is working in some IT company nearby. Now this IT sector of India, which is so well acclaimed and well known all over the world, how it is doing in terms of its hiring performance in 2026, that's the topic of our discussion for today. Friends, let's look at some numbers as far as IT hiring is concerned. In April 2026, there were open jobs in IT of about 1,10,000, but now this number is 8% down compared to March 2026. Entry level jobs in April 2026 were flat at 15,000, which means that even in March, approximately entry level jobs which were newly available was 15,000. In fact, if we compare 2026 performance in March and April to 2025, there is a downward trend of 7%, which means that job in 2026 have decreased by 7% compared to April or March of 2025. Even the jobs offered by GCC have fell by 21% year on year, and definitely one can safely conclude that the number of IT openings that used to be available in the late 90s or the first decade of 2000s are no longer available in 2026. Friends, one can say that the IT companies or the IT sector per se are doing quite alright, which means that the IT sector in financial year 25-26 is expected to have grown by 6.1%. Now really 6.1% is not a bad number, but it is not such a good number at all, because like I said, in the late 1990s and early 2000s, the IT sector was actually growing in double digits. One can expect the IT sector to log in a revenue of $315 billion in financial year 25-26, and it is estimated that the IT sector will continue to employ about 6 million people going forward. But definitely there has been a reduction in the number of jobs available in the IT sector, or at least one can say there has been a reduction in the growth of new jobs that are available in the IT sector. Now let's see who is hiring in the IT sector and who is not hiring. So friends, one can definitely say that as far as freshers and mid-level IT jobs are concerned, there's certainly a downward pressure on them. The IT jobs are slowly getting decreased in terms of their volume, and they are getting increased in terms of their quality. What I mean by that is, earlier what used to happen is that there were a lot of volume driven jobs that IT companies used to do. They used to do mass hiring, and they used to provide jobs where youngsters who had very little experience could just do data entry jobs like medical transcription, or certain kinds of data entry which did not require any high IT skills per se. But now what has happened is that the jobs have moved from the volume driven model to actually a value added model, whereby people who have people who have good knowledge or domain expertise in AI, data platforms, cloud transformation, cyber security and such are actually getting better offers and more offers compared to entry level jobs. Furthermore, earlier IT jobs were concentrated traditionally with IT and ITES companies, but now a lot of IT jobs, or I can say a large volume of IT jobs, are getting created outside the traditional ITES sectors in BFSI, that is banking, finance and insurance, healthcare, logistics and manufacturing, as these sectors are also moving quickly towards AI adoption. but one can definitely say that as far as large companies are concerned, like Wipro, TCS, Infosys, etc., the growth in the jobs available with the large companies these days is more or less flat. So one can safely conclude that as far as the IT job scenario in India is concerned, it is easier to be more employable if you have some high level IT skills in AI, data platforms, cloud engineering, and cyber security, and so on and so forth. The earlier type of entry level and mid tier jobs, which were low skill and high volume kind of jobs, those jobs are gradually disappearing. So one should take this into cognizance if you are entering the IT job market, or if you are entering this sector. And I would also like to reiterate that besides traditional IT and ITS companies, it would be advisable to look for BFSI, healthcare, logistics, and manufacturing companies also now, because there's a AI adoption and IT adoption on a very large scale in these sectors. The global IT sector is also moving in tandem with the India sector, or maybe vice versa. What I mean by that is, on a global level also many IT companies are now looking to downsize. They are focusing more on AI and related technologies to deliver the same products or better products at the same or lower price. So there is a lot of demand for AI, cyber security, and value added services in the IT and ITES sector. Furthermore, because you can say of the H1B visa factors, or because of the global scenarios that have developed recently, a lot of these activities are being transferred to low cost areas, like you can say India. So definitely that's a positive that is working in favor of India, that a lot of IT jobs will now be done remotely, even more than it was earlier, and a lot of such jobs are expected to come to India. GCCs will also bring in a lot of jobs to India, but one again has to keep in mind that hereafter the jobs that will be available in the IT sector will be more value added jobs than volume driven jobs like it was earlier. So friends, if there's anything more I have to say, or something important comes to my notice regarding IT sector and their hiring situation, I'll definitely make a fresh video and get that updated situation right up to you. Friends, if you have found this video interesting, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. I bid you goodbye till my next video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.